What's going on, guys? Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living, aka Slick James, aka Slicker Than Your Average. Now I'm going to be coming from all different angles with this video, so please try and keep up with me and it will all make sense at the end. Now ladies and gentlemen, it is my firm belief when you travel anywhere, you have to be open and have a level of sensitivity to your surroundings. You are not in your city, you are somewhere completely different. You have to be open to the culture, your surroundings, try to pick up on things so you can understand the vibe of how the city moves. Please do not be like Tekashi 6ix9ine. You may have seen his face all over a meme page here or there. About 6 or 7 months ago, he was simply known as the SoundCloud rapper Final Boss. Now he's doing pretty well for himself. The music popping, the fan base is growing, he's traveling, he's doing shows, he's jumping into the crowd without them catching him. He chose to come to Los Angeles and not understand the culture of what happens when you come to Los Angeles, especially during All-Star Weekend. And he thought he would be able to make it out of Los Angeles without being touched. Well, unfortunately on the very last minute, they could have caught your ass. They caught you at LAX. Goddamn shame. But with that being said, let me get back to the point of when you travel somewhere, you have to be open to the culture and understandings of what happens and how things move. For instance, I was in New Orleans for 3 months shooting a film called Hurricane Season, and I had the greatest time. I fell in love with the city, I fell in love with the women, the food, the overall vibe of New Orleans. I gotta be honest, if I could live anywhere else instead of Los Angeles, I'd probably live in New Orleans. It was something about it, I felt home. It was very weird. But while I was down there, I was also introduced to something called bounce music. Now, I was introduced to bounce music through the 3 ladies who worked at the front desk at the hotel. Shout out to Eric Hill, he'll remember this story. We were downstairs kicking it with them. 3 girls were just getting off of work, and they were walking outside, so me and Eric walking with them, and one of the homegirls pulling up to pick them up, and they playing a record. And then out of nowhere, they just start bouncing that ass on the car, outside, at like 2 a.m. just cause the song on. So me and Eric like, right then and there, I was introduced to bounce music. So I started doing research. I started hearing more of it, started to try to understand the culture of what it is. Then I was introduced to one of the bounce music pioneers, Sissy Nobby. The fact that I'm not from New Orleans and I picked all this up while being there for 3 months is what I implore some of you to do instead of running into the fuck shit. The fact that Tekashi 6ix9ine gets called the gay rapper for all of the colorful hair and the grills, meanwhile, Sissy Nobby, that I believe, I could be wrong, ladies and gentlemen, if you're from New Orleans and I picked up the wrong message, please, correct me, that I understand Sissy Nobby is a gay rapper and he's a pioneer to bounce music. Now let me play the record for you guys that I heard. Let me know if you guys recognize this beautiful song. I love this song. Here it goes.
Who am I to say you need me? Color me blue, I'm lost in you.
So Sissy Nobby took this beautiful song and created a bounce music version with him rapping and dissing girls for getting at his man. Here's the song.
He don't want you close, what we got is everlasting. So fantastic, and I'm getting that good joke. It's so outstanding, so stop with your bullshit. Find another day, my nigga loves me and that's who I'm sticking with.
Love of my life, my soulmate.
Come on, what?
Shout out to all my NO people who follow me on social media, man. I had an amazing time in New Orleans shooting Hurricane Season. Like I said, I fell in love with the city. I fell in love with the people. I fell in love with the culture, the food. I 1000% fell in love with the women down there in New Orleans. My God, there's something about that accent. But I say all that to say this, man. When you travel, please be aware of your surroundings and understand that you are not in your city and things may be different and it's not the same. Once again, I go by the name of Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living, aka Slick James, aka Slicker Than Your Average. Be aware. The werewolves are here.